how's your LaCroix?
Oh, it's so good. How's your coffee?
So good. Game of Thrones. Watched Game of Thrones last night.
I don't watch Game of Thrones, but everyone else does. What are your favorite things to shoot? And do you have a dream stylized shoot that you would love to do one day?
Kind of, yeah, what you mentioned before. I really love high fashion photography in general. And haute couture and fashion. And so that tends to be where my ideal style leans. But I do need to learn a lot technically before that's something I can really execute to what I see in my head. But I do love that, and I love cool weird makeup and cool weird hair and cool weird clothes. I love taking portraits of people. I tend to work a lot with natural light, something with just a high fashion.
I'm always sending him like these crazy fantastical photos.
That's a good point. Fantasy-esque stuff too, but more like a dark or like a fairy tale-esque. We did like a witchy shoot a few years ago.
We did do a witchy shoot
that I do love. It was really random, just in a park.
Yeah.
Like on a random afternoon, and
yeah, it was really fun.
I loved how dark it felt and sort of fairy tale-y, sort of high fashion. I tend to skew that direction. And I have all these ideas right now in my head for these shoots involving period clothing.
Ugh, I wish.
Dresses and ruffles and cuffs and corsets. So
I want to find.
We got to make that happen somehow.
I gotta find those garments.
Those garments. Who do we know?
Don't know. If anybody's out there and has those garments and wants to lend them our way, let us know.
We will.
Ugh.
Credit you.
Credit you.
Give you them photos.
And we will love them.
We will love them.
If you could play one Disney character, who would you play?
I've always felt an affinity to young Hercules.
Whoa, okay.
I love him.
I love him.
Yeah. He's so cute and awkward and hopeful and sweet and doesn't
you
quite
would be
fit in. I love that.
Great young Hercules.
I'd also like to play adult Hercules, if for no other reason than those muscles, because I have none.
You do have muscles. You do.
I really like, Disney character, Hercules. And then
You also love a certain Disney movie.
I love a lot. The Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
I trace every ounce of artistic interest or talent in me to The Little Mermaid.
Yeah?
Yeah. My parents got it on VHS, I think, right when it came out, and I was a babe.
A babe.
And it was one of those movies that just was on all the time. I would always request to watch it, and it started with me trying to draw Ariel especially, but everyone, and singing the songs, and I loved the style. It got me into fairy tales, which got me into reading. It got me into singing, which got me into theater, which got me into film, got me into drawing, which got me into painting, which got me into photography. It just
do it.
I love it so much. It
is great.
Really important on my baby brain.
On your baby brain.
And I love it. I love Ariel. I love that movie. It's my favorite of all time. That's my favorite movie of all time.
You love mermaids.
I love mermaids. I do.
Yeah. Those merms. Sorry,
Those merms. What's your favorite mythological creature?
Creature. That's a good question.
Person.
Well, if I could play one Disney character, I would play Rapunzel.
Oh, yeah.
I love her. I don't know. I relate to her so much. Not so much now, but when I was younger and having such a desire to get out and see the world and do so much, and the scene where she sees the lanterns for the first time, I was just weeping. It was this is me!
It's incredible what can resonate with you when you're a kid, and then even if you've changed and grown and that character doesn't necessarily mirror you anymore. They're still like, you feel like you're still them or connect with them.
Yeah, I just love that movie so much. I think it's so good.
It's one of my favorite Disney movies, is Tangled.
It is mine too.
It's your favorite?
Well, it's hard for me to choose one. It's my favorite of the new ones, for sure.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It probably is. It's probably, like, in my top 5 favorite movies.
Yeah,
so I
think
guess
it may be for mine, too.
But in terms of, like, I love Sleeping Beauty. I
haven't seen that one in so long.
Me either. I love Peter Pan, and Peter Pan was super influential on me as a kid. As was, like, Robin Hood and Great Mouse Detective. I was obsessed with all of those. And I was obsessed with the princesses, too. I just wanted to be everybody.
Yeah.
And of the, like, I can't decide which one is my favorite of the, like, Renaissance period. They're all so good.
I know.
Little Mermaid's so good. Beauty and the Beast is so good. Aladdin's so good. Well, you kind of touched on this, but someone asks, how have you found the acting life in New York in comparison to LA?
I don't know. Even being there for 2 years, I still feel like I've barely, like, raised the surface of the industry there, which maybe is on me, and I need to be pounding the pavement a little harder.
Do you feel like there are as many people there making their own stuff as sort of...
Yes.
Yeah.
I do.
Really?
And I am constantly seeing people putting up, like, guerrilla-style theater productions in a warehouse in Brooklyn, Midsummer Night's Dream on a rooftop in Manhattan. Like, they're constantly, and they're always working within some sort of crazy new concept for the setting or the characters or the casting choices. And the same to, I think, a lot of, especially like younger actors and writers, are making their own web series in New York. And so I think it's a pretty similar vibe to creators here in LA as well. I think maybe in general there's a little more theater happening in New York than in LA in terms of people creating their own work, but it's definitely, same vibe.
Just one question. What do you do to have the voice of a GD angel?
Is that a Sarah Grace Hart?
Yeah, I would agree with this.
First, that is very sweet.
Also, Lauren Lopez said sing or something. I guess I didn't get it. But she said that. She was like, can you please sing? And it's true, you do have the voice of an angel.
An angel?
Yeah.
Thank you. This is very sweet. I don't think I have the voice of an angel.
You do.
But bringing it back to Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I would try to imitate Jodie Benson's vocal quality. And I think that definitely affected how I inadvertently developed my voice over the years, is that, like, she has that just beautiful, like, bright, clean, oh, Jodie Benson, I love your voice. So for sure, was one of my biggest influences, learning to sing when I was a kid, teaching myself.
Yeah, do you want to give us a little sample?
I don't know.
I think you can.
I don't know what, though.
You did have a song recently released that you recorded, like, years ago.
Oh, Fireflies.
So good.
With my acapella group.
Yeah, and I will link it because I cried listening to it.
Oh.
I was like, this sounds so amazing.
My college acapella group, yeah, we had these like 10 recordings that we'd made right after graduating, and they never saw the light of day until like a month ago.
I'm glad they finally did.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Maybe instead of me singing, we'll link in the comments below.
Whoa. The trick is you just have to be around Christopher enough.
For
and
some
snippets will emerge of some really good riffs.
Ooh, let me...
No.
Yep.
You do it.
Can I just give me another little taste?
Perfect. Also, you sing still currently for a job.
I do.
Sort of.
Yeah, I sometimes sing on like demo recordings and like vocal stuff for new musicals, and I also sing with a band called the Metropolitan Players, and they're an insanely talented band performing mainly at events, especially weddings, and so it's like a lot of top 40 and
someone else we know is also a part of that, and that's Clark Backstresser.
Yes, I met Clark before I even knew he was connected to you, and before I met Joey.
Yeah.
And I only knew him in the context of this band. And when I first became involved in the band, he was playing keys for them, because of course he's an amazing pianist. And then one day at a wedding, they needed to fill a break set with, like, you know, crooner, sort of classic Sinatra stuff. And Clark opened his mouth.
Yeah.
And I had no idea, because I only know he could play keys. And then I found out he was writing Spies Are Forever.
Yeah.
And it was the craziest, like, worlds colliding.
Joining of worlds.
Yeah.
He also has the voice of an angel.
He does.
Clark
He is
Backstresser.
truly like one of those classic crooners reincarnated. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, he's great.
If you've never heard him sing that style, I don't know where you can find it, but search it out.
Yeah, that's true, because Talkfind doesn't really do his band, but
it's gorgeous. He's such a beautiful voice.
I don't know, I probably shouldn't talk about this, because I don't know if he's announced it yet, but he's doing this new podcast project where he's writing songs for people, and he wrote one for Diane. It's amazing.
Oh my gosh. I know, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this. He was telling me he's coming out in this summer to LA to film a web series.
Oh, really?
Like about 10 episodes of a web series where he writes a song from a musical based on a movie that has no right being a musical.
Is that the thing with Al?
I think it must be. Yeah.
Great.
I want to say
I'll
they're
check
doing
with him and
like
see if we can say these things.
A number from Jaws the musical, for example, which
so good.
should be gold.
They did a little bit of it last year, and
I think he
great.
was saying,
Small world.
So I work with Clark in New York,
and
in the Metropolitan Players, and it's a pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's scary. It's scary to have to sing
It is.
on command, and it's easier for me to do it in front of a bunch of people I don't know.
Totally.
On stage than...
Totally.
You know.
Of all the projects / shoots you've done together, which did each of you like the most to do and to watch or look at? I mean, that's tough.
Oh, that is tough.
I mean, obviously, Pope Party.
I think,
at
I
the top.
Pope Party.
But if we're talking like just little stuff that you and I did together, I don't know. I really liked that Halloween-y shoot we did that you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
I was really pleased with that.
The Lady of the Wood. We called it.
Oh yeah, Lady of the Wood.
Yeah. That was a blast.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess I'll say that one was my fave outside of Pool Party. Pool Party was just the most fun thing ever.
Just the best.
And we're hopefully gonna have another awesome experience like it this week. I hope.
Excited.
Me too.
So excited. But yeah, we've worked together quite a lot.
Also, obviously, like Brigadoon.
Mm-hmm.
We were in Brigadoon together
college.
many years ago.
Many moons.
And at that time in my life, it was just like the most special thing I had ever done. It was so fun and great and wonderful.
It was so special to get to do a show together.
Yeah,
because we've been building a friendship for a few years.
Yeah, and you were so great.
You were so great. Mary-Kate had like a 7-minute ballet.
Oh, it was very stressful.
We had to learn Scottish.
We had to learn Scottish accents. We got married.
How many times?
14 times.
14 times.
Also, Emma Chandler was in there.
Yeah. Kate.
Anne Bronte. Kate.
Those are characters' names. She had a character.
She helped me dance because she's a way better dancer than me.
Emma's an incredible dancer.
She's a lovely ballerina.
Lovely.
If you could choose one song for the other to sing, what song would it be?
Ooh. I want you to sing your, I don't know the title, your Anne of Green Gables song, where you're like singing about what you want.
Anne of Green Gables! Chris came and saw me in Anne of Green Gables.
She was magical.
No.
I'd never heard her sing like that.
Well, I probably never had sung like that.
She sounded like a Disney princess.
No,
truly.
Thanks.
And you were magical. Afterwards, you end the show in this beautiful blue dress, and all the kids came flocking to you out in the lobby. and you were signing autographs and taking a picture, and you looked like Ariel. Like, oh, I was so impressed. I had never seen you do something like that
show
on stage.
Was insane. There are a few different versions of Anne of Green Gables that are musicals, and I don't remember precisely which one this is, but I sang like so many songs. It was like just constant. It was insane. It was nuts. Also, while like jumping around.
Yeah. Being precocious little Anne.
Yeah, and changing wigs 5 times. It was nuts, but it was really fun. That song is really beautiful, and I'm really bummed because the music in that show is lovely, and I've forgotten most of it.
Can you sing it?
No!
Give me a little snippet.
Okay, I won't look at you. Also, I have not warmed up or anything. You never know what's around the bend. You never know when the road will end or where you'll fall asleep at the end of the day. You never know just who you'll meet. Oh dear, my heart just skipped a beat, but I wouldn't have it any other way. 'Cause when you don't know your destination, there's much more scope for the imagination. You can dream the way you'd like your life to be. When you're just sitting in the station, still you have your anticipation, no disappointment, just possibility. So you never know what's around the bend. Just down the road, a bosom friend, a kindred spirit, and you never more will ever have to roam. There you go.
Oh,
thank you so much.
Beautiful.
There's some real
That's so beautiful.
in there. That's the only song I remember from that show.
Gorgeous.
And I had to sing
Such a good Anne of Green Gables.
Now you.
Yes.
I had to sing like so many songs, and I just forgot most of them. Okay, you have to sing "Come to Me, Bend to Me" then.
Oh God.
Do it, do it, do it.
That was Charlie Dollar.
Charlie, go away.
Go away. That was his love song to Bonnie Jean.
To Janie. That's me.
I can't remember how it starts. Do you?
I don't either, actually. Like the very
I'd have to look up words,
remember.
honestly.
Sing us, Chris.
Sing us. I also have not warmed up.
Woo woo.
Oh, I'm nervous.
No, just don't look at anyone. That's the trick.
Yeah. I don't even. Oh, goodness, I don't know what key this is meant to be in.
I just picked one.
I'm nervous.
You don't have to if you don't want to, but I did.
This is for you.
Oh, Lauren.
All right. Because they told me I can't behold ye till wedding music starts playing. To ease my longing, there's nothing wrong in me standing out here and saying, come to me, bend to me, kiss me good day.
No, keep going.
Kiss me good day, darling, my darling, 'tis all I can say. Just come to me, bend to me, kiss me good day, give me your lips.
Ooh.
And don't take them away.
Yay! Whoa, thank you!
Whoa!
We joked about it being, give me your lips and I'll take them away.
Because I probably sang that in rehearsal.
That was so good!
Oh, thank you.
So if you guys want to see our musical, give us money to our upcoming Kickstarter that I just created.
Yeah, we'll write one.
Yay!
Yay.
So good, Chris.
Oh,
thank you.
thanks.
Yeah, voice of an angel. This man right here. Truly, truly. And I did a dance to that song, and it was...
That's what she
Okay.
balleted to. I
It
was
was-
balleted to.
Ish.
I was backstage looking at a monitor of
Oh, you
our
were?
conductor.
Aww.
And
Yeah, because you're not on stage when you sing that song.
It's just a heavenly,
It's so great.
ghostly voice
Ooh.
filling your thoughts as you dance
There
before your wedding.
Is a video of it, but
There
it's
is. You're right.
kind of bootleg, so I haven't ever posted it anywhere, but I do have it.
Can we put that in this Craftversation?
Maybe there might be a link below. Don't get mad at me, USC School of Theater. Wait, School of
It doesn't
Dramatic
exist
Arts.
anymore, so you're good.
Yeah, it's different
School
now.
of Dramatic Arts.
That's true. All right, well, we got one more question.
All right.
And then I think we're good to just color off into the sunset.
Happily.
Tessame says, I'm not sure what ages you started pursuing the arts, but any advice for someone starting a bit late after high school or college? I think that's an interesting question. I would say both of us started well before then, because I was doing it in high school and college. We were doing it in college together. But, I mean, if you want to do something, do it.
Yeah,
It's never too late.
constantly feel like my entire body of work doesn't matter and my resume means nothing and I'm starting over.
That's honestly
all the
so
time.
true.
And it constantly happens. You're constantly
I would agree.
switching agents or managers, or you don't have one at all.
I would agree.
Or you're walking into a room where they don't care if you have a single thing on your resume. They're looking for what you might or might not be. They're looking for a specific look or voice or talent or whatever. And so, yeah, it really does come down to, if you want to do something, you got to do it. You just got to put yourself into that. Get yourself in the room.
Yep.
Try and make as much of your own content as you can. Like, I have no updated acting reel material right now, but it's something I need.
You have
And
the Poe Party prologue starring you as J.M. Barrie.
I do, and I will shortly have a Gilded Lily
You sure
moment.
will.
And that's something, it's like, I have no excuse. I gotta sit down, learn a couple monologues, put myself on tape, so that I have something to show should I need.
I do think...
But that feels like starting over. It feels like, oh, I have all this film material, but it's not right for what I need.
Yeah, it's always changing, and it's
is.
true. Like, nothing you do matters, which kind of blows. It's not like, that's not totally
It's
true.
not totally
But, like,
true.
you
It just
don't
feels
have
like
to
it.
have a degree in theater to do acting. And that's not to say, I'm going to eventually do a video about all of this. That's not to say that I'm not happy that I went and got one.
Right.
But, like, there are so many people I know that are very successful that did not go to acting school, that did not study it, that just kind of decided they wanted to do it, and so that shouldn't stop you. That said, like, if you want to take classes, take classes.
It's such a good idea to take classes. And if you can't afford classes, which is me right now, it's great just to watch what you want to do. If you want to, be a cinematographer, if you want to be an actor, watch the films, watch the plays,
totally,
in the style that you want to be working in, and learn how other people do it. Like, imitate other people till you've developed your own style.
Yeah, I agree. And
that's how I learn accents. I watch. I can't afford like an accent coaching, so I watch movies. I watch other actors that are great at that accent or who have it.
If you live in a place where there's community theater, audition. It's scary, but you'll get better at it the more you do it. The good thing about acting and creating is just, like, every experience is, even, like, if you have a bad audition or you don't get something, like, that's still a useful, valuable experience, even if it doesn't go the way that you want it to. Like, you're still learning and getting better at just putting yourself out there, or learning what it feels like to audition or to be in that room and to put yourself out there in that way. And the more you do it, the better you'll get at it.
And I think, too, if you're interested in getting into the arts, any time in your life, it's really beneficial to work in multiple areas of the arts. At least for me, I've found, like, obviously what I want to be doing is acting and singing, but I have paid the bills so often by doing PA work on set, and it's incredible to be on set and to be watching other people work and to watch how a set is run and what everyone's jobs are on set. In college, I was required to do 2 portions of a technical theater class. One where you're actually in the shop building sets, painting. The other, you are on the crew of a show, and you're learning what it's like to work backstage, to be on a headset, to be calling cues, to be in charge of props or costumes. And it's so valuable because it gives you a better understanding of the industry in general, no matter what you'd ultimately like to do, and also a greater appreciation for all the work everyone else is doing around you and how it all supports each other.
Yeah.
It's really, really valuable. And you'll also discover, at least for me, that you might be good at more than one thing, and it's really difficult to only be doing one thing and still fill your time or pay the bills. And so it's nice to be able to be like, yeah, I have this PA work. I'd love to be on your set, do that for a week, and then, you know, maybe have the opportunity the next week to go into a studio and lay down some demo vocals for a new musical. It's so cool to be able to do lots of it.
Also, just like the more connections you can make and the more people you can know. And
really good point. I've worked with people who are like, they were on set as a makeup artist or as a PA, and then I find out, oh, you're also, you know, an actor. You're also a writer, and their work is incredible. And it's like, we're all just sort of trying to do it
together.
It's so cool.
Yeah, I agree. Those are all really
Yeah.
good points. Well, Christopher, do you want to show us your lady?
Yeah. All right, this is my lady. I don't quite know how you say her name. I believe it's Ligia.
I remember her from a Telltale vlog. Many women. Look how beautiful. Look
She's
how
pulling
artistic.
some inspiration from Annabelle with this sea blue-green
Look how
gown.
artistic you are.
She has candy corn on her head.
Candy.
She's holding some yet-to-be-colored
So beautiful.
cosmic orb.
Ooh. Man, it's going to take me my whole life to color up these coloring books.
Yeah.
It really is.
This took a long time.
Yeah.
We talked for a while.
Yeah,
I'm
we
sorry,
did.
everybody.
No, it's gorgeous.
Yes, there's Ligia.
I love the colors. How beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I'm not finished either with my Rapunzel.
Rapunzel.
There she is. I got her, and I got a few other little
Like
elements.
a little bird.
I really like these glitter pins.
They're so cool.
Sparkly.
I hope you can see the sparkle in the camera somehow.
Ooh, sparkly. Well, thank you, Christopher, for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
At long last on
Can't
Craftversations.
believe it! I've been a Craftversations guest.
You're in the Hall of Fame. It's a very exclusive
And on the
club.
new table, no less.
Yeah, you're breaking in this new table. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
And until next time, everyone, color your truth.
Color your truth.
Yay. Bye.
Bye.
This video was made possible by my wonderful patron, Debby Li. Debbie, thank you for supporting this and the other things that I do. You are so cool. And your dog is so cute.